summer festival's not for a few more days yet.
Yeah, I'm picking up some extra money, working for a cafe for the summer festival guests.
Yes, I see that. Maybe scout out a few modeling jobs.
Well, they're looking for bikini models in Florida. Some people wanted to wear thongs.
I can imagine. Can I place my order now?
Well, absolutely. How is everything, Bill?
Toni, the meal was just fine, and I see you're rather popular with the male customers.
Want to buy a ticket to win a drawing for $1,000?
A drawing? No, not really.
Well, for $2 you can buy a ticket, and later today they'll announce the winner, and the jet ski people are at the races are doing this. I have one left.
No, Toni, I don't think so. I'll pass on that.
Okay, I'll have to take it for myself.
Sure.
Maybe I'll win.
Oh, Toni, actually, you have as much chance winning that as I do being elected president.
Bill, I won. The ticket I bought was a winner. $1,000, and it could have been yours.
Oh, Toni, that's great. Hey, do you believe in sharing with your friends and people who've been friends for a long time and have always been there to help you out?
I'll tell you what, Bill. When you run for president, I'll consider it. Gotta go shopping. See ya. Hi, I'm Toni Simmons, and this is Interesting Individuals with Bill Landing. We're here at the 1999 jet ski event at Washington Park, and I'm here to help out and ride some jet skis and maybe keep Bill out of some trouble. So stay tuned.
Hello, welcome back again to Interesting Individuals. You may not believe it, but we're here at the jet ski event, Washington Park, for the Summer Festival, and I've been to at least 5 of these, and this is probably the least favorite weather I have seen. The lake is rough, it's choppy. There's been a bad accident so far today on the first day of the jet ski event, but we're down here anyway, and I have with me Rick D'Atano. Rick is with Extreme Sports Nets out of Florida, correct?
Right.
I believe you folks were down here last year. Rick, we just got here. You've been here for a few hours. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on today so far?
Well, everything's been on hold right now because of the undertow and the wave situation. The Coast Guard wasn't too much worried about the waves. It's just that the undertow was really bad in case one of the racers fell off. And we did have a little bit of an accident here right now. The race hasn't started at all. So these guys are just freestyling right now. And the guy flew up in the air, did a loop, and the boat landed on top of him. I think he broke his nose.
Well, we're sorry to see that. As my cameraman and I were arriving, we did see the ambulances come. Do you happen to know who the gentleman is or where he's from?
No, I don't. They just pulled him out of the water, threw him right in the ambulance, and that was it.
Because everybody travels from all over. But I don't see much activity out there, and I think I only see at the very most 3 wave runners out there right now. And again, the lake is pretty rough.
Right. We try to exemplify safety first and everything, so that's why we're probably holding off the race right now.
Rick, what's going on with you and your group this summer? I believe last year you went to a few of these. You traveled around, put together some programs. Again, we bumped into you and your party last year. How is your season going?
Oh, we're very busy this season. Extreme Sport Television on Fox Sports Net, or now we call it XSTV. We've been traveling around the country. We have crews going to St. Louis, Alabama, basically California, all over the country. We got crews going all over the place. Street luge, jet ski races, you name it. We're doing anything that's alternative sports. We've been covering.
Where were you before you came to Michigan City?
We were in Denver last weekend doing what they call mountain border cross. So gigantic. Actually, there's it's a snowboard with wheels because the guys can't ride. There's no snow now, so now they put wheels on them, and now they're going down the mountain on snowboards with wheels.
I see. Where are you going after Michigan City?
Our next event is actually another jet ski race in St. Louis. And then after that, it's California for the Panasonic Games, which is a culmination of different extreme sports.
You know, nobody has to be told that during the 90s, more and more of the wave runner jet ski events and the activities and just the sport itself is picking up more and more, and we've been having this going on here in Michigan City. It increases to a full weekend. It was just a Saturday. Now it's a full weekend. We're in about our 7th or 8th year down here. Well, since you cover this a lot, why do you think the sport of the jet ski races has been picking up each year?
Well, it's very competitive, first, and it's an adrenaline rush, second. And what it is, alternative sports, you don't have to be a fantastic athlete like basketball or baseball or football. I mean, anybody can buy a jet ski or a boat for $7,000, and you become good enough, you become a champion. You get great sponsors, and the money's there, and it's very competitive, and it's a lot of fun.
During the winter months, do you pretty much stay in Florida? Do you come up here at all for any winter activities?
Sometimes we go to Canada for snowmobile racing. We go to California for snowboarding and skiing and ski boarding, which is a new sport. Ski boarding is these small skis. They're about this big, and it's however crazy you can get, people will get, and they find competitive, we'll cover it.
Well, Rick, I hope that tomorrow, Sunday, is a little bit better day for all of us, including the racers, and we certainly hope that the racer who was unfortunately injured gets better and that he is able to get back out in some future races. So we're going to be wandering around here a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm going to have my cameraman, Matt Baker, show us just how the lake is today. Well, it isn't usually this way too often at the annual jet ski competition in Washington Park for the summer festival, but unfortunately on Saturday, the first day, that's what it is, as an undertow and bad water conditions has forced today's competition to be postponed and hopefully to be picked up on Sunday. So sadly, there was a rather serious injury with a jet skier, and no races for today, so we basically have a vacant beach and a small craft advisory in effect for Lake Michigan. Back here at the jet ski event Saturday, and I have a couple of disappointed racers with me. I have
Chris Best, Jason Devaney.
And you gentlemen are from the Illinois area, Chicago, and where now?
Elswip, Illinois.
How often have you come here to the jet ski event in Michigan City?
That's about my fourth time now. It's my second.
All righty. Unfortunately, I don't think we've really had it this bad before.
These waves are, it's impossible to race out there. They're too close together. They're 6 to 8 footers. There's no way you'd have too many injuries out there, and it's not worth the time or the safety crew's time to be out there and risk their lives for.
I'm sorry. We had heard earlier about the accident. Can you gentlemen elaborate on what you were able to see out there?
Well, see, the peak on these waves, like in the ocean, you got smooth waves, rounder waves. Now you got waves that are like at a peak like this, okay? And he went up, and the natural cause of the craft is to go straight up with the angle of the wave. So he just went a little too far and landed upside down and broke his nose.
Was he knocked unconscious, do you know? Or
I believe he was for a couple seconds, but a couple guys, riders, were out there right away.
Do you know who the gentleman is or where he's from?
No, I don't. I don't know that, but I think he's from Chicago. I'm not too sure, but
well, again, we wish him well and hope that he's able to get on to the next destination or whatever at some point and get going. Now, let's see a little bit about what type of events out here at the jet ski event do you gentlemen like to participate in?
Close course racing and slalom. That's pretty much about it. That's endurance, too much wear and tear on my boat, so I just keep it short and fast. That's about it.
Chris, how about you?
What it is, it's a buoy course setup where we go in and out of the buoys left to right, and it's a set pattern where you have to stay inside the course. And basically, it's about 7 laps to 10 laps, depending on the class. And slalom is just like a slalom, like a regular slalom ski course, And endurance racing is the long distance, maybe a couple miles, 2 or 3 miles is straight.
What other cities have you gone to before this, and are you planning on going to for the event with this race?
Well, I've been in Manteno, Hillside. Actually, this is my third one. St. Louis is next weekend, and after that I'm not too sure the other ones.
Ohio races after that. I don't know exactly where we're at in Ohio, but they're not no world qualifiers. That's why they're not as big of a worry right now.
How do you like Lake Michigan in doing this?
It's our backyard. We love it. I mean, it's where we go out every weekend and ride. It's a little vacation. Get out here, forget about all your problems, hook back the trailer up, and go back home and worry about reality when you get back.
Yes, that's true. I couldn't have said it better.
All righty, good enough. Now let's take a look at, you have your watercraft over here, and I believe, are all 3 of these yours, or just a couple of them?
These are our race team, yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. We'll start with the blue one here, and we'll just stay here and you just describe a little bit about it.
Sit down type.
Okay.
You're sitting down on it instead of standing up. Basically, you got the throttle here, and you turn the nozzle, okay? And really, you just steer it like if you're in a snowmobile or an ATV, but you're on the water, and you got to deal with different applications, for the water. And they're all modified, usually race gas, anywhere between 60 and 70 miles an hour top end. And basically, you just got to turn and hold on. It's a lot of endurance.
You just point to the other one and tell me a little bit about that one, the Racer Extreme over there, the yellow one.
That's basically the same boat, just a different color, a few different parts. And this is Super Stock, which is a class. That's a Limited, which is a lower class, less modifications. And the last one is like a, what is his, kind of more of a stock boat than the rest of these, which would be like a stock class?
Stock class. There's different classes. Stock beginner, you can't do a lot of modifications to the boat. There's limited, you got to keep it kind of somewhat stock, but you can do modifications. And there's super stock, you can port and polish the motor and do a lot more to it. That's pretty much to the extreme. Then you got pros, the pro boats, and they're no holds bar. They're carbon fiber hulls compared to fiberglass. And motors are got umpteen dollars into them. They rock. I mean, they're big difference in boats, even though they all might look the same. Speed difference, way to handle, characteristics all different to them.
You know, and both of you have been doing this for a number of years, and unfortunately we had an accident today, and no doubt the conditions out there are really bad. But let's talk about how you two approach it from a safety aspect when you're out there in competitions.
Oh, you basically just be aware of your surroundings, make sure you know who's behind you, who's in front of you, make sure you keep a safe distance, and just make sure you don't hit each other, really.
Stay aggressive, but don't get too aggressive where you're going to take somebody out or cause somebody harm or hurt them or something. Ride to your characteristics and your capabilities only.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for the time. I'm sorry for the disappointing day. We'll hope that Sunday's a better day for you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, they say what a difference a day makes, and that's the situation here. Day 2 of the jet ski competition at Washington Park. Much calmer waters. It's early in the morning, and they're out there doing some practice runs. Racers down at Washington Park, checking out what they're going to be doing, what they're going to be racing, and for Sunday's event, which again is going to be a lot better than Saturday's.